Beautiful sunny Wednesday afternoon in Maple Grove. High school softball on CCX. The Wayzata Trojans taking on the Maple Grove Crimson. Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson and Kurt Cardinal. Kurt, final week of the regular season. These teams in different sections, similar records. Should be a good matchup today.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Most teams try to really ramp up their games the last week, especially going into the seeding section meetings, and be playing at their top potential come next week. So these games are important for seeding, but important more than that for momentum going into next week.
Wayzata part of Section 6-4A and Maple Grove in Section 5-4A. And it's good when we're getting this one in today. Kurt looking at the forecast for Thursday and Friday, but a beautiful afternoon here today. A little warm, but that's okay. Wayzata coming off a big win yesterday, off a ranked team, beat Minnetonka yesterday, top team in the Lake Conference, a team with 15 wins on the season. So coming in with a little momentum with that 4-2 victory over the Skippers.
Yeah, certainly, and Coach Amy Katzmacher has talked about preparing for sections, and she considers it the real season begins next week in sections, and so that's got to pump up their team and their confidence level, beat a good Minnetonka team.
Yeah, section play will begin early next week and continue into the following week. As you look at Coach Katzmacher now in her second year as head coach at Wayzata. 10 wins, 8 losses, as I said, on the season, 10-9 rather on the season. Maple Grove coming in at 10-8 and coming off a shutout win over Coon Rapids in their most recent outing. So looking to wrap things up here this week in the conference standings and the section standings. And then these games, as you mentioned, although these teams are in different sections, kind of important because you can say, okay, well, we beat Maple Grove, we beat Wayzata or whatever, and you're going into that coaches meeting, right, and say we're coming off a win against a quality opponent.
Yeah, they're both looking at the other one as a big fish that you can
right.
reel in here in the last couple of days, especially as you go into the meeting. And so, certain of the sections will use overall record, conference record, even QRF rankings and that kind of stuff. And if you can beat another good team like both these teams are, that might give you that little extra bump to move up 1 or 2 spots in the seeding for your section meeting.
You saw Coach Coltis, 24th year as head coach. State title half a dozen years ago here at Maple Grove. Always a contender in Section 5. Batting order today for Wayzata. Mia Nelson lead off and play right field. Maddie Klein, the catcher, batting second. Sydney Anderson at second base. Ella Goodnature, the pitcher, bats cleanup. Sierra Carr at shortstop, and it's Lexi Drasher at third base. Lena Jung is the DP. Tori Tigan in left field batting 8th. And Sophia Ellswick in center field bats 9th. And defensively for Maple Grove, around the infield, it's the Vitens at first, Ruby Gouette at second base, Sarah Zimmerman at short, Lauren Beisel at third base, veteran infield group, Lexi Hewler in left, Emily Gornick is the center fielder, Lexi Haugen right, Ava Eiley is the catcher. And the pitcher today for Maple Grove, Jordan Brewston, in 4 on the season, ERA of 4.20, a little less than a strikeout per inning, and they'll go with her today. It's not obviously based on the number of innings pitched, is not throwing all their innings, but does give it a number of starts for the team.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Coltis is looking ahead to the sections and trying to think that this would be a good challenge for their number 2 pitcher to get some confidence and build up some trust in case they need her next week.
Mia Nelson, the right fielder, steps in. Thurston delivers, low for ball 1.
Don't see that too often, starting off with a changeup, but she's got a good mix of pitches, so she probably is comfortable with any of her 3 or 4 pitches.
And lines it out in the left field for a base hit. It's a leadoff single for Mia Nelson to start the game.
That's what you like your leadoff hitter to do. Look at a pitch or two and get on base and start the momentum in your favor.
Good solid hit. And we'll see if any play is on here for Wayzata. Matty Klein coming up, the catcher, trying to move that first base runner of the game along. Brewston looking to Eiley. Delivers low, ball one. Called strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Nelson holding it first. Nice bunt. Eiley will pick it up, throw down to first. They get the out, but move the runner along. Nelson to second base. Perfect sacrifice.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Sidney Anderson.
2-3 on the putout.
Exactly what the coach is looking for there. Let's put some pressure on the Crimson defense and get a runner in scoring position with the meat of the order coming up right now.
Nelson at second, and Sidney Anderson, the second baseman, the batter. Off-speed pitch, outside corner for a strike. Anderson, .333 batting average on the season. He's got some power, too. 7 extra base hits. It fouls this one out of play.
Yeah, Coach Gotzmacher believes that Sidney has been best consistent hitter all year long. That's probably why she's got her in the number 3 spot today.
Pitch taken low, 1-1. Hit in the air out to center. Hit pretty well. Back is Emily Gornick. Drops in or caught at the fence. It allows the runner to move up a base, but is the second out recorded out in center field.
Just hit that one out.
Hit pretty well, yeah.
Just out the end of the bat.
Just got underneath it. Yeah, good nature. We'll try to bring that runner in now from third base. Nelson moves up. Good nature, the pitcher and the cleanup hitter today for the Trojans. Nice pitch for the cold strike. Good nature taking all the way. Foul back. And Brewston works ahead of good nature, 2 strikes. Hold, strike 3. One around on it, enough. And it's a punch out on strikes. And a little trouble off the leadoff hit, but Brewston able to work out of it. No runs, a hit, and 1 left for Wayzata in the top half of the first inning. Maple Grove batting order today. It is the pitcher, Brewston, that leads off, and Ruby Goette at second, Lauren Beisel at third. Ava Eiley, the catcher, hitting in the cleanup spot. Lexi Howg in right field. Emily Gornick at center. Sarah Zimmerman, the shortstop, hits 7th. Lily Nelson, the DP, and Ibby Viten at first base, batting 9th for Maple Grove. And the defense for Wayzata around the infield. Kara Volk at first, Sidney Anderson at second, Sierra Carr at short, Lexi Drasher at third base, Tori Tygan in right, Sophia Ellswick in center field, Mia Nelson in right, Maddie Klein is the catcher. And Ella Goodnature, the pitcher, 6-6 on the season, has worked 84 innings, 99 strikeouts in those 84 innings, and a good ERA, Kurt, 1.83 on the season.
Yep, she's their ace, and they're going to ride her as long as she can this week and next week, probably. You look for an ace, as someone that can keep you in the game no matter how good the other team is.
Section 6 seeding meeting is this Saturday. I mentioned section tournament plays next week. All of that section, every game is played at Pamela Park in Edina. They have 2 fields there. No home field for the first round or anything. Everything at Pamela from start to finish.
That's nice. You can always keep your eye on your competition.
Right. And a called strike by Good Nature to start the game to the Crimson leadoff hitter, Jordan Brewston. Inside, 1-1. Good Nature's pitch, outside corner for a strike, and she works ahead 1-2.
Talking with the Wayzata coach, and she mentioned that Good Nature is back after a couple years of some pretty bad knee injuries, and this is the first year she's been healthy, and she's a senior again. Because we haven't seen her last year or two, but she looks like she can bring it pretty good.
It's part of a very good Wayzata basketball team the last couple of years. Strikeout here to start the game. She gets Brewston to chase a little bit, and 1 up, 1 down in the Maple Grove first. Look at it again. Strikeout. And it brings up the second baseman, Ruby Goet, left-handed hitter. Pops this one up. On the infield, easy catch at third base for Lexi Drasher. And 1 pitch and another out. 2 down.
It was a nice changeup she came in with that time on the first pitch.
2 up and 2 down for Lauren Beisel. Right-handed hitting third baseman. You look at especially the first 4 names in the lineup for Jim Coltis, and it seems like we've been talking about these girls for several years now.
Yeah, they've been a key part of the program for several years, and now as seniors, they're the leaders.
Up high, count 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside corner for a strike. 2-2. A little flare hit out into short right field. Will drop in for a hit. Over the head of the second baseman Anderson and too far in front of the infielders, so it's a 2-out single for Beisel, the first base runner for Maple Grove today.
That's some good hitting there. She just got the bat to the ball and put it in a good spot.
Ava Eiley takes ball 1. Cleanup hitter. Catcher. Catcher's interference is called there on the catcher, Maddie Klein.
Pinch running for the Crimson, number 15, Izzy Grigsby.
We get a courtesy runner, Izzy Grigsby again. Look at it again.
Just barely got the tip of her bat on the glove, but that's all it takes.
Now, Eiley called it right away, and the umpire agreed, and so she's on with the courtesy runners I mentioned. Grigsby running for her. Beisel down to second, and now Lexi Howe, the right fielder, coming up now with 2 runners aboard and 2 outs in the home half of the first. Strike call to her.
Good Nature appears to have a good mix of fastballs and changeups and moving the locations around, hitting our spots early in the game.
Swing and a miss, and Good Nature ahead now, 0-2.
Hey, you're a great hitter with 2 strikes, 11. Let's go.
Foul back. Count stays at 0-2. Foul back again.
Hey, stay alive.
Well, Haug hangs in there. Still behind 0-2.
See if Maple Grove can get in that runner with 2 outs.
Off-speed pitch had her fooled. There's strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Good Nature, and she works out of it. No runs on a hit, 2 left on base for Maple Grove in the first. We go to the second inning. No score. Wayzata Maple Grove.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Great day here in Maple Grove. No score. Wayzata and Maple Grove. Non-conference game this year, but both these teams will be in the Lake Conference next year as Maple Grove makes the switch in the fall in all sports. Well, football is done by districts, but every other sport Crimson teams will join the Lake.
Yeah, and I think there are a few Northwest Urban Conference softball coaches that aren't going to be sad to see,
right.
see Jim and Maple Grove move out of the conference, but they'll probably still be in the section. You never know how that's going to work out until next year.
Yeah, section assignments have come out for the next 2 years. I guess I did not look specifically at softball. I don't know if anything changes for either of these teams going forward. Wayzata's been in Section 6 for a long time. Maple Grove been in Section 5 for a long time, so I don't anticipate those change, but I didn't look at each sport one by one either.
Yeah, because if you start moving with one team in and another team out, then you got odd numbers. And
yeah. Sierra Carr's the batter, and she grounds a single into right field on a 2-1 pitch. Second hit of the game for Wayzata, and again they have their leadoff runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting the third baseman, number 16, Lexi Drasher.
well, with the way Good Nature is pitching, I imagine that Wayzata's going to try to get this runner over and get 1 or 2, maybe thinking that 2 or 3 runs might win the game way she's starting off.
Lexi Drasher, number 5 hitter, takes a strike. Drasher, .417 hitter on the season. 3 doubles, 3 home runs on the season, 12 runs batted in. And hits this one a ton out to deep left center field, and it is gone. Thrasher with a 2-run homer. And Wayzata leads it 2-0. Well, I was thinking when she came up, I don't think the bunt is on here when you got a player with that much power and the ability to hit the ball and hits this one out and gets Wayzata on the board.
Yeah, 2-run homer trumps a sacrifice bunt every day of the week. That ball was hit a ton.
Thrasher's 4th of the season. RBI's 13 and 14. This was a no-doubter.
Now batting number 6, the designated player, Elena Jung.
Phil Wayzata up 2-0 now. Top half of the second. Still nobody out. And Elena Jung, the batter. Jung fouls it back. Strike one. Number 7 hitter, the DP. Burston's pitch, good one, swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Wayzata seems to be getting some healthy cuts at her, but she's working the knees now. Much better spot than the home run ball.
And gets that one up high. Jung chases the high strike. Second strikeout for Brewston. One away in the Wayzata second.
For Wayzata, the left fielder, number 8, Tori Tiger.
Yeah, that was a great setup. A couple of strikes low in the zone and come back up high and punch her out for the first out.
Just off the plate, a little low, ball one. Tori Tigan, the left fielder. Chop foul toward third base. One and one to the senior, Tori Tigan. That was way up high on the change up 2-1. Got away from Brewston a little bit.
Just a little high, as they say.
Ripped into center field. That's a base hit. Tigan with the 3rd hit of the inning for Wayzata. 4th hit of the game already. They had 4 hits, Kurt, plus the ball that Anderson hit to the fence in the first inning that Gornick caught, but they had good contact so far on inning plus here.
Yeah, I think they've figured that they're going to zero in on the fastball and let the changeup go. And it seems like she's got 2 pitches so far.
All skips away, and on the wild pitch down to second goes Tigan.
When good hitters can eliminate your pitches down to 1 or 2, or locations 1 or 2, that's a recipe for put some good bat on the ball.
Sophia Ellswick, the center fielder. 1 ball, no strikes to her, and then back to the top of the order for Wayzata. Strike call to her. 1-1. Tiger the runner at second. Ellswick at the plate. First in's 1-1, fouled away. Toward your car, Kurt. You over there?
I am over that way.
Just a little farther, though.
Yeah, I think it's got to go
Right,
over the dome house there.
Called strike 3. That was a good pitch from Brewston. Comes back after the wild pitch on first pitch and strikes out Ellswick for the second out.
Number 11, Mia Nelson.
Yep, worked that outside corner very nicely and hit her spot perfectly. Beautiful.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Mia Nelson. Single to start the game. Fits this one foul. Strike 1.
Mia's kind of an anomaly here. She's a ninth grader who's step right in and bats lead off and plays good out in the outfield, and she's actually one of the pitchers as well. So she's a.
Well, it says a lot when you get a program or a school this big, and you get a freshman who not only makes varsity, but is your leadoff hitter, at least today, and regular contributor in the field and in the pitching circle.
Yeah, she's hitting 380 and 15 RBIs. So.
Rounds this one. Ow, picked up at second, but no play. But a nice stop at second base by Goette. That saves a run, Kurt.
No doubt about that. That's laying out there to help your pitcher out tremendously, especially with 2 outs. You can still get out of the inning with no runs.
Smothers the ball. Had no play on it, but it keeps Tigan from scoring. Nelson, though, reaches. She's 2 for 2. Runners at the corners for Wayzata. And Maddie Klein up, the 7th batter of the inning for Wayzata. Missed, and taking second without a throw was Nelson. One and 0 to Klein. Down to first. Nice pickup at first base by Vitent. Steps on the bag. And Wayzata retired. Or that gets by her, and that's 2 more runs. But Vitent makes the play, and Wayzata is out in the second. But they pick up 2 runs on 4 hits. And they leave 2. Go to the bottom half of the second. Wayzata on the 2-run homer by Drasher. Leads Maple Grove 2-0.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Lexi Drasher with her 2-run homer to left center. Put Wayzata ahead 2-0 as we move to the bottom half of the second inning. Ella Goodnature now with a lead to work with. Gornick, Zimmerman, and Nelson, the hitters for Maple Grove here in the second.
It's nice to get a 2-run lead there, but boy, the Crimson defense really came through there with 2 nice plays at the end of the inning. Otherwise, it could have been a bigger inning than just the 2 runs.
Popped up out of play. Crimson second baseman, center fielder steps back in, takes this one low and in the dirt. 2-1. And now 3 balls and a strike to Gornick. Sarah Zimmerman on deck.
Goodnature doesn't want to put this first runner on after scoring 2 runs to get the momentum on their side.
Rounded up the middle, that's a base hit. Second hit for Maple Grove. Gornick a leadoff single here in the second. Maple Grove, a couple of base runners in the first. Get one on to start the second. And Sarah Zimmerman, the shortstop, the batter. First one missed low for a ball. Zimmerman hitting seventh today. Bunted, but foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Maple Grove with new home uniforms this year. Kurt, the old gold with the crimson trim. They're sharp. Maple Grove teams at different sports have gone with this color combination from time to time. I like it.
It is sharp looking.
Took the pitch, but it's a called strike. And now 1-2 to Zimmerman.
Changes the whole at bat. 2-1
right.
versus 1-2. I kind of fight it now.
And one around on that one, and Zimmerman strikes out. Yeah, that really does change things, doesn't
For
it?
the Crimson, the designated player number 34, Lily Nelson.
Lily Nelson, the DP, bats number 8 and comes up. So we'll get the strikeout pitch from Good Nature, her third strikeout. Just missed inside. Klein doing her best to try to frame that one, but just a little inside to Nelson. Klein makes the stop here on that low pitch, and it's now 2-0 to Nelson.
Nelson's pretty hot this year. She's almost hitting 500 and not a lot of at-bats, but seems to put the ball in play when she gets a chance to hit. We'll see how she does this time.
Took a strike there, 2-1. Swing and a miss, runner going, a throw down to second. They got Gornick. Great throw by Klein. Tag applied by Carr, and they get the put out of second base. Look at it again.
Right on the mark. Nice sweep tag. Yep. Got her good.
2-2 pitch grounded. The Carr backs up a little bit on it, throws across the diamond and gets the out. And Maple Grove retired in the second. No runs. They get one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. End of 2-0.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there. Because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. With Kurt Cardinal, I'm John Jacobson, and welcome back to Maple Grove High School. 2-0 Wayzata leading the Crimson here. Wednesday afternoon before section tournament play. Comes to high school softball across the state. Maple Grove, with one game left, they will play, or scheduled to play, Friday at Eden Prairie, weather permitting, and this is the end of the regular season. today for Wayzata. And a strike call to Sydney Anderson, who leads off the Wayzata third. Anderson with a fly out to deep center, and her first at bat.
Anderson's one of several Trojans who are going to be continuing their softball career after high school this year. She's going to be playing at Northern State next year. Good, very good program, and they'll be getting a good one.
Always great when these athletes can continue in college their sport of choice. And there's a single, and she is 1 for 2. Sydney Anderson, and for the third straight inning, Wayzata has their leadoff runner aboard.
Pitcher number 5, Ella Goodnature.
Ella Goodnature, the pitcher, aboard. Joe's bunt does get it down. Throw down. Oh, and Vitens dropped it at first base. It skips away, and running down to third will be Anderson. I think we got to score that E3. It looks to be right in the glove, and it just popped away from Vitens. Look at it again. Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Jim Colt just coming out. The bat was out there. If the ball hit the bat.
It's a dead play.
We're going to have a rules meeting here. Kurt, you're also Mr. Umpire. Let's bring us through this.
Yeah, I think what he's talking about is that the bat was there, and once the ball hits the bat, if it's in the batter's hands, then it's a dead ball. But that bat was on that bat was on the ground.
Yeah, no question.
And that becomes just part of the field once it's on the ground like that.
The ball touches the bat. It's a dead ball if the bat touches the ball.
Similarly, if you're in the box and the ball bounces up, hits your bat again a second time in the box, that is a foul ball. But that ball, the bat and the ball, were both in fair territory, and I believe it was the correct call.
Well, we are going to talk about it here,
We're going to have a huddle. Yep.
What's the big play, too? Like if they call, no pitch, then you got to bring the batter back. One more look, Kurt. The ball didn't look like it hit the batter at all, right?
No, not the
After
batter.
contact.
Let's see, from that angle, I can't even tell if it hit the bat. It rolled near the bat. I could.
Right,
from this.
yeah. I don't think anything's going to change. We're going to have first and third here, and nobody out for Wayzata in the third. Anderson gets to third on the play. And then play on. Scarlett Zenzen is the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Goodnature, at first. Showing bunt, pulling it back as the runner Zenzen moves down to second. Threw down to Anderson, but she really hadn't strayed too much off the bag. But enough to draw that throw from Miley, right? And that successfully gets your runner down to second.
Yeah, that's good fundamental base running there.
Lexi Drasher of that home run last time is on deck. Dangerous spot early in this game for Maple Grove, trailing 2-0. Got the middle of the order up here for Wayzata. 2 runners on, nobody out. At a 2-1 count now. Sierra Carr fouls that one back into Eiley's mid. Carr was singled and scored in the second inning.
I don't think the Crimson want to fall too far behind with the way Good Nature's throwing so far today. First time through the order.
Brewston delivers low. Three and 2 to Carr. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. First out of the third inning. Alexi Drasher to the plate. Big swing for her in the second inning. And she certainly got all of this pitch.
Yep, no doubt, and that's why they're going to intentionally walk her this time. They don't want her to be able to get a chance to do the same kind of damage.
Not even get an opportunity to swing it here. So they put her on. Colt is out to talk to his infield. There's Drasher already aboard at first. Anderson, the runner, at third. Zenzen at second. Now Drasher at first. Lena Jung, who struck out in her first at bat, out for the second time here today with the bases loaded and 1 out in the Wayzata third.
So the infield's in, so if something's hit right at any one of the 4 infielders or the pitcher, they're going to come home, it looks like.
Way up high. Eiley, nice job to jump up and grab that one. Called strike. 1-1.
This is one as a batter you want to put the ball in play somewhere here. Make something happen.
Cut and a miss, and it's 1-2. Right, force the defense to make a play, right?
Exactly. And as a pitcher, you're looking for, okay, where's my best pitch, my best spot? Get a K here, and 2 outs.
Jung, good job not to chase that one. That was below the strike zone. Evens the count at 2-2. Tori Tigan on deck. Yeah, called strike 3. Second punch out of the inning for Brewston. And now 1 out away from getting out of this.
And that's exactly what the Crimson were looking for there, is pitcher to shut her down without getting the ball in play. Perfect.
Tori Tigan, who singled in her first at bat, up. Strike 1. She shakes her head. Think that was a strike. 0-1. Tigan singled in the second, got as far as third base, but was stranded there. Got fooled on that pitch and missed it, and now is behind 0-2.
Good mix so far. Brewston's one good pitch away from getting out of this with no damage.
Missed on that one, 1-2.
That's what a pitching coach would call as a good miss there. You want to make them think about the outside corner, but just be off the, see if they'll chase it, because you got a couple pitches to play with here still.
1-2, change up, quote, strike 3. A job by Brewston to come back and get 3 strikeouts late and retire Wayzata in the third inning. No runs for the Trojans, 1 hit. They strand 3. They left 6. 2.5 innings. It's still 2-0 Wayzata.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Bottom half of the third inning. Jordan Brewston, Maple Grove pitcher, out of a jam there. Keep it 2-0. Missed opportunity perhaps there for the Trojans, Kurt. Definitely a missed opportunity.
Yeah, we'll see if the momentum can shift here. It's a key batter here. Number 9 hitter Izzy Vitens. If she can get on base, the momentum will switch quickly to the Crimson.
First pitch missing. 1-0 to Vitens, her first at bat today. Foul back, 1-1. Good nature, 2 hits allowed in 2 innings. Has struck out 3. Brewston with 6 strikeouts now for Maple Grove.
The pitchers are settling in and finding their groove, it looks like.
Way up high, 2-1. All for knob of the bat there and fouls it away. 2-2.
Shaking her hand a little bit there.
Yeah,
looks like
right off the hand.
Got a little stinger there.
Off the bottom hand. Fouls this one out of play.
Vitens is also going to continue her career in softball after she graduates this year, but she's going all the way out to Pennsylvania, Arcadia University, and going to play softball in Pennsylvania.
Pitch misses low, now 3-2 to Vitens. Back to Brewston on the top of the order next. Swing and a miss. Good battle on that at bat, and Good Nature wins it. 1 away, back to the top of the order, and Jordan Brewston. Look at the pitch again from Good Nature.
She goes up over the hands.
Yep, and it tied Vitens up a little there. Outside. Brewston has struck out in her first at bat. Foul back. 1-1. Foul at the plate on the bunt try by Vitens. 1-2. Popped up, but fouled out of play.
Good battle here, pitcher against pitcher.
Down low, and it's 2-2. Little flare to in the middle of the infield. Throw to first. Not in time. They Nothing Wayzata could really do on that one.
Now batting the second
Anderson
baseman,
couldn't
number
quite get to the
33,
ball and drops in front of her. Picked it up cleanly. But Burston gets out of the box, look at it again. And the throw first just too late.
Well-placed hit.
Yep.
Looks
right.
like a line drive in the book,
Right.
but we'll take it. One of our hitters.
Third hit and go wet. The bunt, good nature goes to first. Burston down to second base.
Now batting the third baseman,
No, go ahead,
number
moves the
26,
runner into
Lauren
scoring
Beisel.
position. Lauren Beisel, the batter. Single for her first time up. Good nature's first pitch missing. Ball one. Two no. Beisel, a .390 batting average on the season coming into play today. 3 balls and no strikes to her. Eiley on deck. Taking it, strike call. 3-1. Takes a walk. And the tying run now aboard for Maple Grove with 2 outs in the third.
Looked to me like that was, we're going to be careful with her here. Unintentional walk. Make sure she doesn't get the big part of the bat on the ball. But we'll see if Eiley can follow it up.
Eiley, another good hitter, .364 average for her on the season. Swings and misses on this one, though. Strike one. Fouls it out of play. And so Good Nature had 2 strikes now on Eiley.
Yeah, the way she's coming at her, I think that was a intentional walk. Come right at her.
Foul back on a piece of it. Change up.
That's a sign of a good hitter there. When
Yeah.
you're fooled and you can still get your hands to the ball and foul it off and live to fight another day. We'll see if she takes advantage of it here.
Takes up high, 1-2. One, 2 pitch, foul ball. Still 1-2 to Abe Eiley. Rounded down to second. Nice flip over to first and out recorded there. And Maple Grove strands 2. Anderson, Volk, and Maple Grove out. No runs on a hit. Crimson have stranded 4. 2-0 after 3.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
4A champions, Maple Grove 6 years ago, 2019. One of a number of really good teams that Maple Grove has had through the years in state tournament appearances and able to win a championship that season.
Yeah, I looked it up. Besides that one state championship, they were also runner-up 3 different times. So they're right there a couple of other times as well.
Pitching for the Crimson, number 16, Merritt Wahlberg.
New pitcher for Maple Grove was look at the job Jordan Brewston did in her 3 innings. Really worked out of trouble there in the third, Jim, getting the 3 strikeouts and stranding 2 runners. Struck out 6, gave up the 2 runs. But now they turn it over to Merritt Wahlberg. And not unusual for Maple Grove. They've got a handful of pitchers that they can use in the circle, Wahlberg being one of them, and she takes over here in the top half of the 4th. Ellswick squibs it down to third. Throw across the diamond, a strong throw, and they get the runner at first. Beisel, the Vitens, 5-3.
Yeah, I think Maple Grove's had a couple of games this week and a couple of them later last week. They might be just keeping both pitchers fresh as they move towards the end of the week here.
Top of the order, Mia Olson. Her third at bat. It's this one down to second. Beisel throw it to Vitens and quickly, Goet to Vitens and quickly 2 down. So Wahlberg making quick work of the first 2 batters.
Catcher, number 10, Maddie Klein.
And here's Maddie Klein. Straight call to her.
Well, Wahlberg's coming in and getting to work pretty quickly here.
Popped up foul. And 2 strikes already to Klein in this at bat. Outside, 1-2. Up high, and now 2-2. Wahlberg's pitched 63 innings on the season. It's the most innings pitched on the team. And a called strike 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th. First time that Wayzata has been retired in order today. 3.5 innings played. Still 2-0. Wayzata.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
2-0, Wayzata leading Maple Grove. Should be at the park. 2 legs, 4 legs. Everybody welcome here today, right?
Yep, I think everyone's enjoying the sun, and if we don't be careful, we'll get a little bit too much, and we'll all be red tomorrow.
All right.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Lexi Howe.
It's going to be like 50 degrees by Friday, Kurt. So enjoy today.
Yeah, we've been on quite a run here the last 6-7 days. So
Lexi Howe will try to get things going here for Maple Grove. In the 4th, they've got a hit in each inning, but no runs yet. Now struck out in her first at bat against Good Nature. And here, though, 2 balls, no strikes.
the Crimson are a pretty senior-laden team, but here's one of their sophomores that Coach Coltis says is a solid player.
Takes a strike, it's 2-1. Called strike. Now turns back, asks where that one was.
I think she asked it, did you call the pitch or did you call the swing? Because she kind of took a half swing there.
Got it.
He said he called the pitch.
2-2, grounded past the pitching circle. Picked up at short, though, and a nice throw across the diamond. Carr to Volk for the putout. 6-3.
Batting the center fielder, number 14, Emily Gornick.
Carr with a couple of assists today at short.
That's about what we expected so far. Two good, solid teams, pitchers, defense.
Well, how well, you can say this in any sport, but how big is defense, right? I mean, you get good defense behind a pitcher that throws strikes, you get a chance to win a lot of games.
That's right, because it's actually true in any sport. I mean, most.
Gornick fouls it at the plate, 1-1.
Most sports, your offense is going to come and go, depending on how you're shooting, how you're hitting, how you're going through with things. But defense can be a constant, and a lot of times defense will make the offense go.
Fouled out of the play.
And
1 ball, 2 strikes.
As we know, being around high school softball for so long, the biggest part of the defense is having a pitcher that can get you 10, 12 strikeouts a game where you don't have to do anything besides throw the ball around the infield after strikeouts.
Swing and a miss. Gornick out on strikes.
Now batting the shortstop, number 23, Sarah Zimmerman.
Nature getting Gornick to chase that one. Strikeout an inning for Good Nature so far. Exactly 1 in each so far. Zimmerman, the batter. He's 0 for 1 today. Kurt, you were involved in the Champlin Park program for a number of years. So who's the best player you coached or saw?
Definitely Holly Blaska.
Yeah.
Actually, I was just talking to Coach Woodley over at Champlin Park last night, and they've started a softball Ring of Honor. The school isn't old enough to have a Hall of Fame, but they have a Ring of Honor for each sport, and Holly was the first one inducted just this week.
Very well deserving, man. She was a terrific player.
Yeah, and she went on to play 5 years with a COVID year at Miami of Ohio, did Division I, and her team was in the college the playoffs. Didn't make it to the World Series, but she was in the regionals the last 2 or 3 years of her career.
Well, Good Nature wanted that one, didn't get the call. Now it's 3-2 for Zimmerman. Up high. Good at bat for Zimmerman. Works the walk. And Maple Grove with a base runner on with 2 outs in the 4th. That brings up Lily Nelson. Low and in. 1 ball, no strike to Nelson with Vitens on deck. Yeah, looks like we might have a pinch hitter on deck. Hannah Daniels at the bat. Nelson kind of waving at that one. Count evens at 1-1.
You don't see this too often. Left-handed power pitcher against a left-handed power batter.
Oh, and in 2-1. Klein took a look toward first, but Zimmerman wasn't far off the bag. Two and 1 to Lily Nelson. Now the Good Nature's pitch lined right at Thrasher at third for the 3rd out of the inning. Solid hit, but Thrasher didn't have to move. And Maple Grove out in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits. They strand 1. 4 complete. Still 2-0. Wayzata leading Maple Grove.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
In Maple Grove, it's a beautiful day. Softball, Wayzata leading Maple Grove 2-0. See a construction area out behind the outfield fence into the school, adding some classrooms on, some parking, couple-year project underway right now.
Well, the district is growing tremendously, and I know they're adding a new elementary school just north of here, and so they're planning ahead.
Sydney Anderson leads it off, and she's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Second inning of pitching for Merritt Wahlberg, who had a 1-2-3 inning in the first, but not this time. Sharp single to left to lead off the 5th. Anderson's aboard for the 2nd time today.
It was a well-struck ball right in the 5-6 hole between shortstop and third base, and Trojans got something started here.
Brings up Good Nature. Is that a pitcher? Cleanup hitter. Taking and takes a strike.
Just notice she's a left-handed thrower, but it's a right-handed batter.
That's a good combination, Kurt. A little unusual. Ricky Henderson
Yep.
also was that way.
Yep.
Yours truly was that way. That's how I know Ricky Henderson was, because there weren't that many people who had batted right and threw left, but he was one of them. I could say it was good enough for Ricky Henderson. It's all right.
Yeah, those are the two names that come directly when you think about that.
Exactly. Me and Ricky Henderson in the same sentence. And Ella Good Nature. 1 and 2. Outside out of play. Wayzata, we mentioned missed an opportunity, Kurt, to add runs in the third, but now you get the leadoff runner here in the fifth. They can scratch out another run, give themselves a little more, and insurance going into the last 3 innings of at-bats for Maple Grove. But a strikeout here. Wahlberg punches out Good Nature. Second strikeout now for Wahlberg. One out, one on, and Serena Carr is 1 for 2 at the plate. Wahlberg a long look in to Eiley and delivers. Called strike. Carr, who scored on the Drescher homer in the first after her single in the third, or second rather. Kind of move Anderson along. Count even to her, 1-1. There's Drescher on deck. Bunts it foul at the plate.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more runs would be a big hill for the Crimson to have to climb up.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Wahlberg. There's 2 away.
It's like Wahlberg's thinking the same as me. He says, I might as well just take care of this myself right here.
Drescher, the batter. It's off the plate, ball 1. They're not going to be Walker, but they're going to be, I think, very careful with her in this at-bat. Wahlberg throwing just off the plate there, and it comes inside here, though, and gets a strike, 1-1.
Yeah.
That's a good pitch. That would have been a tough one to hit in the strike zone, but a little low and in on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Lexi's going to be going to St. Kate's next year to play softball. She might take that clip of the 2-run tater and send it to her coach.
Takes the pitch, but it's a called strike. 2-2. Anderson still at first, but now 2 away. Called strike 3. Asher takes a look back, doesn't like it, but there's 3 strikeouts in a row for Wahlberg to end the top half of the 5th inning. Leadoff single, wasted for Wayzata. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. It remains 2-0 Trojans.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
John Jacobson, Kirk Cardinal back bottom half of the 5th inning. Maple Grove still down 2-0. Hannah Daniels pinch hitting here for Izzy Vitens in the number 9 spot. Hits it down to first, a little soft liner. But right into the mid of Kira Volk, first out of the 5th.
Jordan Brewston.
A piece of it, but no trouble for Volk on this one.
Yep. Crimson are starting to run out of outs here.
Yeah. Back to the top of the order, and Jordan Brewston, the batter. Bunts it, picked up cleanly. Good Nature throws to first, 2 away. Didn't catch Good Nature of the Trojans off guard, or quickly out of the circle, and 2 up, 2 down. I'm sure ideally that ball would have been deadened a little more off the bat, right? But as it was, Good Nature didn't have to make a long run for it.
Yeah, got out there a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
And right straight to the pitcher.
Ruby Goet trying to get on for the first time today. Makes a strike. Popped up, and the shortstop over there making the catch. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. Sierra Carr squeezes it for out number 3. Maple Grove out quickly in the 5th. End of 5, 2-0 Wayzata.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there. Because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Bring your dog to the park day, right? Anxious to get after something. Probably that other dog we saw. Or that would be my dogs if I brought them in the game. They'd be lunging toward people or other dogs. That's why they stay at home. There you go. That's safe there from the owner's hand.
They've been tired of being cooped up all winter as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Batting for Wayzata, number 7, Kira Wooten.
Kira Wooten is a pinch hitter here. Batting for the first time today. Hitting for Elena Jung in the number 7 spot in the order. Wahlberg's pitch outside. And foul back.
Ooh, into ninth graders, they might be trying to just get her some at-bats against a good pitcher for use next week in the pinch hitting role.
Good at bat for Wooten, who's even the count now at 2-2, taking that pitch. Rounds it to second. Nice pickup by Goet. Throws to Daniels for the putout. Good range there by Goet, reaching to get that ball. Throws out Wooten 4-3 on the putout.
Yeah, that was long range over to her left. And the nice part I liked about it was the backhand flip to first. Didn't have to take any time to turn her body around. Very nice play.
One out. Tori Teagan went around enough. That's strike 1 to her. 1 for 2 today for the Wayzata left fielder. A pitch missing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Tigan, the 9th batter faced by pitcher Merritt Wahlberg, who's allowed 1 hit and struck out 4 in the first 8 batters she's faced. With a foul out of play.
Wahlberg looks like she could be the next in a long line of #1 pitchers for Maple Grove that's around for 2, 3, 4 years.
Oh, they've had a lot of them over the years, haven't they?
They certainly have.
Oh. Outside corner is called strike 3, and Tigan is out. 5 strikeouts now for Wahlberg. 2 down. And Ellswick the batter.
Speaking of Crimson pitching, I joke with Jim Coltis once in a while when I was in the Northwest Suburban Conference. He should take the youth pitching coaches out for dinner once a year because they just keep feeding him all-state pitchers for 10 years in a row, it seemed like.
Ellswick took time, now steps in and takes a strike. Third at bat for the Trojan center fielder today, 0 for 2. Right, 2. Yeah, there's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 inning. And 6 in a row set down now. 5 by strikes by Wahlberg. Maple Grove needs runs. Go to the bottom half of the 6th. And it's still 2-0 Trojans.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Bottom half of the 6th inning. Maple Grove trailing Wayzata 2-0. Just 3 hits so far today for Maple Grove. All came in the first 3 innings. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lauren Beisel, who has been out twice. Single and a walk, and rips this one foul.
I'll have to give Beisel a little shout out here. She's heading to Bemidji State to play softball next year, which is where my daughter played back in the day. So go Beavers.
1-2 pitch. Good nature couldn't get Beisel to chase that one. Two and 2. The leadoff hitter, Beisel. Low, 3 and 2. tying run always on deck for Maple Grove to get a base runner on. Hit hard to first Volk. Oh, it's going to be called foul. Eisel back to the box, 3-2.
Yeah, when you're down to your last 6 outs, you want to try to get that leadoff hitter on and build an inning. But it's hard to build an inning after you get 1 out or 2 outs, no one on.
Off the hands there and fouled off. Still 3-2 to Beisel. Eiley on deck for the Crimson.
Come on, LB. Hit something hard, kid. Let's go. Put a barrel on it.
2 bounced up the middle for a base hit. Good at bat for Beisel. She's got 2 hits today, and Crimson do have their leadoff runner aboard here in the 6th.
There's the start. Now we got to. If we're a Crimson fan, we've got to hope to back her up and put some pressure on the defense here for Wayzata.
Eiley, the batter. Out of the way.
Come on, Ava. Barrel up, kid.
Eiley 0 for 1, and also reached on a catcher's interference in her first at bat. Grounded out in the 3rd. And Nature's pitch is a called strike. It's 0-2.
Dugout's trying to get some energy going here to help her out.
All the way. One, 2 foul back. That's a tough swing for Eiley, and be able to, again, we saw earlier,
Yeah,
good hitters can adjust, but it's not an easy play, right?
She's definitely fighting out some tough pitches here. It's a good battle here.
Foul back again, 1-2. A good at bat for Beisel to start the inning. Another good one here for Eiley. Good Nature trying to get that first out. Again, fouled off.
Hey, keep battling. Great at bat.
It's not a good hitter too, right? He can keep, like, oh, I don't really like that pitch, but I can get a bat on it.
Yeah, it's too close to take, but
right, yeah, exactly. Takes this one up high, ball gets to the backstop, and Beisel moves up to second base.
Hey, you got it now.
A wild pitch by Good Nature, moving Beisel up. Ooh, strike 3 called. Eiley had the same reaction I did. It's like, oh, I thought that was a little low and away. And Eiley's like, oh, come on. And there's out number 1. Job by Good Nature, comes back. Eiley's like, oh, not a strike.
That's too bad.
That's a big out for Good Nature. Wayzata, though, 1 out. And a good hitter retired. Lexi Haug takes a strike. I'll go for 2 today. Well, that one hit her. Hit her on the arm, and Haug reaches. And now 2 runners on for Maple Grove, tying run aboard.
Yep, any way to get the tying run on.
Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Emily Gornick.
Haug's okay. She'll stay in the game. And Emily Gornick, the batter. Two on, one out from Maple Grove. Tying run aboard. Go ahead, run at the plate. But Nature's first pitch misses low. Gornick is single back in the second.
Come on, Em. Real fun in there.
Changeup way out in front of it. And a play. 1-1. That was a little closer to your car, Kurt. But I don't think quite reached it yet. No. Didn't get to the parking lot.
I guess if I start working for CCX, I better reduce the deductible on my car insurance, huh?
Bounces, but a good stop by Klein. Neither runner able to move up. 2-1 the count.
Get the feeling.
Excuse me, 1-1.
Get the feeling that this might be Maple Grove's best chance to get back into the game.
Well, it is 2-1. Absolutely. Yeah, this is the opportunity, right? Bottom of the sixth. Couple runners on. Two and two after the foul ball by Gornick.
And if you're Wayzata, you want the ball hit right at one of your better fielders.
Missed on that one. It's 3-2.
Now it's a ball. Yeah, now it's a ball. That's exactly what I was thinking. Got that one nailed now.
Zimmerman on deck. Gornick has worked to count full. Good nature drills it out into center. Oh, and caught in center field. Throw to second. And back in safely. Runners get back. That was a rocket hit on a line. And Sophia Ellswick didn't have to run too far, but that was probably hit about as hard as any ball other than the Drasher home run all day.
Now batting the shortstop, number 23.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Right in the nose. I think if the center fielder had to do it over again, she'd go for the double play at first base because the runner on first was almost all the way to second by the time
Haug
she
was
made that
almost
catch.
a second. Yeah. Liesel, when I came off the bat, I thought for sure that was in, but Ellswick was in the right spot. This one will skip to the back, stop a wild pitch. We'll move Beisel up to third and Haug to second. There are now two runners in scoring position. Tying run at second. 1 ball, no strike to Zimmerman. Jim Colts is going to bring his runners over, his batter over.
Now with runners on second and third and 2 outs, you're just a ground ball between the infielders or a bloop away from tying it up here.
Big spot here for Sarah Zimmerman, the shortstop. 1 ball, no strike to her. It's a walk and 2 at bats. Ella Good Nature trying to preserve the lead here. Fouled away. One and one. Low and away, 2-1. Up high, 3 balls and a strike. Lily Nelson on deck for Maple Grove. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded.
Now batting the designated player, number 34, Lily Nelson.
Lily Nelson, the batter. She's put the ball in play twice. Grounded to short in the second, line to Drasher at third to end the fourth.
Can't get much bigger than this. Bases loaded, 2 outs, down by 2 runs.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Nelson wanting to make contact here. Good first pitch strike from Good Nature. And now it's 0-2. Now what do you come back with if you're Good Nature? Low and away, or you try to go upstairs even higher maybe?
I think you go lower, use that umpire's outside zone. It's not coming in though.
0-2. Hit and down past first. And a run is in. Another run is in. And Maple Grove is tied at 2-2. On an 0-2 pitch, Nelson able to get it out of the infield. 2-run score. And we got a new game at 2-2.
Well, looks like that went right between the first baseman's legs.
Beisel scores. Haug scores. Zimmerman to third. I'm going to call Volk on an error there, allowing Nelson to reach. But what did we say earlier? You put the ball in play, you put the pressure on the defense, and defense has been pretty good on both sides today, but that one gets through. Lexi Hewler will run now for Nelson down at first. And all of a sudden, Kurt, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, Maple Grove's got the go-ahead run at third base and a chance then to come back to the top of the 7th, needing 3 outs, and they would be the winners today.
Yeah, sure do.
Daniels coming up for the second time today.
Have a little fun in there, Juan. Here we go.
Runners at the corners, 2 runs in. Another big ball hit by Nelson. Daniels will try to drive in another run that skips away from Klein. Here comes the runner. And in safely, and Maple Grove's in the lead.
Wow, what a turnaround here in the last 5 minutes. Wow.
The wild pitch skips away from Matty Klein. Zimmerman scoring from third, and just like that, the Crimson are in front. Another runner out at second. Daniels grounds it slowly to short. Carr, the throw across, gets the out, and Maple Grove's retired. But how about that? They get 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Brand new scores. We go to the 7th. The Crimson in the lead. 3-2 Maple Grove.
In 1935, Top Line Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Top Line Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Top half of the 7th inning, Wayzata, which has led since nobody out in the top of the 2nd, now trails 3-2. The top half of the 7th inning, but they do have the top of the order up against Merritt Wahlberg. Mia Nelson, Maddie Klein, Sydney Anderson, the scheduled hitters. First pitch to Nelson's bounced at the plate. Foul ball, 1 strike. Nelson 2 for 3 today.
Well, if you need to make a comeback, this is where you want to start, at the top of the order. First batter will be key to this inning. Get on base and you got a chance to make something happen, get her out, and you're halfway home.
Rounded to second. Nice little slide over by Goette. Throws to Vitens at first. And Nelson retired 4-3 to start the 7th.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Maddie Klein.
That brings up Maddie Klein. Strike call to her. Rounded foul, it's 0-2. What a job Wahlberg has done, huh?
Yeah, she's come in, she shut him down, and she's gone right after him. She looks like for a underclassman. She's going right after him.
Great call on this 2 away. Yeah, she has thrown 3 2/3 innings and now struck out 7 and allowed just the 1 hit. The batter coming up right now, Sydney Anderson. Only base runner that Wahlberg has allowed. Trojans down to their final out. Missed away, 1-0. Strike call, 1-1. Anderson a fly out to deep center in the first, singled in the 3rd and 5th. Hit pass short and into center, and Wayzata still alive. 3rd hit of the day for Sydney Anderson. No chance for Zimmerman on that.
Now batting the pitcher, number 5.
Trojans get the tying run aboard. Wahlberg will go to work here on Good Nature. He's 0 for 3 today. Oh, and rips this one down into right field. That's the fair ball. Anderson, round second, they're going to hold her there. What a big 2-out double for Good Nature. And now Wayzata with the tying run at 3rd and the go-ahead run at 2nd.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Serena.
This is like two heavyweights going at it. I think
Yeah.
this is probably exactly what both coaches were looking for with one of their last games of the season, is going after against a quality opponent and needing to make plays, put the ball in play, having a little adversity, because you know it's going to come up next week.
Hurston, who's now in right field, bobbled it briefly, but got it back in so that Anderson wasn't able to get all the way around from first base to score on that. And a chat from the coaches, Amy Kotzrocker with her batter and fielders, Jim Coltis with his pitchers and infield, their pitcher and infield.
Yeah, I think they're probably talking about thinking about if they want to put someone on here so the infielders have an out at any base, but then you look down at the scorebook and Carr has had a tough time at the plate today, and probably told his ace, let's just go right at her.
Well, and Drasher's on deck.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the other flip side of putting her on. Carr does have a hit in her first at-bat, but struck out in her last 2 at-bats. Wahlberg a long look in at Eiley. Delivers strike 1. That's a good first pitch.
I think both pitching coaches are calling low and outside. I think the zone has gotten wider and lower as the game has gone by, and the pitchers prove that they can hit the spot.
A 1 pitch to Carr. Ooh, pretty close, but missed. 1-1.
Let's get much better than that, Barry. Let's go, kid.
Rounded down to second. Noed up with it, throws over the bag to Vitens, and the game is over. Maple Grove wins it 3-2. Couple of base runners there in the 7th for Wayzata, and they come up short as Wahlberg's able to get Carr to ground to second, and a nice win for Maple Grove, 3-2. 3 runs, 2 outs at the bottom of the 6th wins it for them.
Yeah, I think both coaches are probably going to be pretty happy with how this played out, given that it's not a conference game and not a section game. Just good competition, get yourself steeled and ready for the sections next week. And pitchers pitched and hitters hit when they had the opportunities for both teams.
With the loss, Wayzata drops to 10-10. That's their last regular season game. Maple Grove scheduled to play Eden Prairie pending the weather on Friday. They are now 11-8 on the season. Good ball game here today. Thanks for all of you for watching, for our terrific crew, and for Kirk Cardinal. I'm John Jacobson. So long from Maple Grove. It's the Crimson rallying to win. They beat the Trojans today 3-2.